As you recall, a histogram is counts. It looks at the distribution of the data set. What happens in a violin plot, though, is it shows that distribution a little bit different way by combining a histogram with a box plot, and we call that a violin plot. So let's go ahead and show how we might do it in ChatGPT, and we'll show how that might be included here. We're going to start a new chat, and then we're going to read in the data set. So let's just kind of drag in that data set and see what that looks like. As we get started, let's go ahead and show a data dictionary for this and see what it looks like. Often like to do a data dictionary because I haven't provided it much detail of what it is. It's interpreted what it is, but I want to make sure what it thinks it is what I also think it is. Okay, so it's a SKU, which is a unique identifier, a description, location, sales price, cost, gross margin, and gross margin percentage. Okay, so I've got those calculated, and so that's already been done in the data set, and now I want it to provide a violin chart, but I want to do it by SKU. And so let's see if what the violin chart looks like by SKU of gross margin percentages. And so let's take a look at that and see what this combination of a histogram and a box plot and what that might look like. Okay, so you can see the SKUs. This one isn't exactly what I had in mind for a violin plot, but it's doing it SKU by SKU, and so you can see it's not exactly what we want to see there. So we're going to have to change this up and not necessarily do it by SKU, but now we're going to do it overall for the whole data set. Because otherwise it's just going to say, hey, this one is right here, this one's right there. And that isn't really informative. So let's look overall for the company as a whole and all of its products and see what that violin chart might look like. Oftentimes some of this requires some experimentation, right? And so you can kind of see this distribution. You can see the box plot in there and how this is distributed. You can see how many are in each area and kind of look at that. So the width of the violin shows where gross margin is most concentrated. So it looks like around 0.38, maybe just above 0.4. And let's see, we're able to look at that. And now it says, hey, you may want to also do this by location. So is international different than domestic? That might be included there. So here it is by international, southeast, northwest, and northeast. So it looks like international has greater minimum and maximum, and you can see its distribution. You can see southeast, though a little bit tighter, is more around the smaller figures. The northwest looks relatively even throughout, and southeast looks like it has the tightest, northeast looks like it might have the tightest distribution of all of these. So you can see what these look like. So this is a different way to perform descriptive analysis in that we're looking at the counts, but we're doing it using a violin plot. So we can kind of see what the distribution looks like. Here we're able to do it, we're going to ask it to output the violin chart in a PNG file, and so we can just click on that and download that, and then finally just to display the prompts that we're given. So we can see what that looks like as well. So once it's given these, that completes our lab.